Okay. There's now just 7.5 hours left of Beesmas, so we're nearing the end of that now. So yeah. There's still a few things that I might get done. Hello, Hatim. Okay. I might start with coconut crab. Still not too concerned with the exact with how fast I beat it, but I just want to get it done before Beesmas ends. So that's what I'm going to do now. Alright, there we go. I can't do the Festive Kids Robo Party right now, but I do want to get the rewards from here first, I think. Okay, there we go, finally. And now I've got the Cosmic Aphid summoning meteors. Come on. There we go. Okay, here's a few things. Gummy Aphid planted a gummy sprout as well. Okay, now there's only 10 left. I'll get these 3 and then move on to the gummy sprout. I think the last one's already being defeated. It was another gummy sprout, apparently. Okay, I got some things. Nothing too crazy. But that's still alright. A glitched aphid planted a debug sprout now. Interesting. Cool aphid summoned a snowstorm. There might have been one earlier on as well. I feel like this is gonna be the last event that happens during this like particular session. I'm calling them different sessions because I guess there's another different. I guess I guess there's another session of things that happened. Like a couple hours ago, maybe. Okay, 46 snowflakes from that. Yeah, 20 minutes until the spider spawns. So, okay, I can admire those. Let's see. Okay, that was pretty good. Okay. Got a silver egg out of that rare sprout. And also a couple of other random things. Can't defeat Tunnel Bear for another 6 hours. Okay. I guess I'll complete Black Bear's quest. Because I can. Alright. Alright, that's done. And now I can just go to Sunflower. I'll just get the pollen here real quick. And I'm still keeping the cool bees in my hive for the blue ability tokens. Okay, that's done as well. Cool. Hello, Lorenzo. Mm. You had such great business. I'm glad things went well. For you, at least. I did a lot. Once again, I did a lot of the. I did all the things that I planned to do for the most part, except for the fact that I wanted to, the fact that I was kind of preparing for another honey day, and I never got one after the last one that I did. I got, I guess, like a decent amount for my standards, but like only like a couple quadrillion. I guess. But it's still a lot. But it feels like it wasn't really as much as it could have been. But I did more setup for the next one, and then there was no next honey day after that. Planner of Plenty is currently at 77. That'll most likely be something I end up harvesting off stream. Okay, so you made a lot of progress in that time. I feel like for me it was just like a bit of like thinking about what I would do after Beesmas, I suppose. Okay, let's see. I don't think I like this one as much. I can defeat King Beetle now as well. Okay. Didn't even realize until now I got the right facing Stumpstone sticker from the snail there. Alright. I've captured Commander Chick 100 times. I finally got the star treat now. That's something I've wanted to get done for a while. Chances are you could get a lot more done next Beesmas, assuming things go alright. But by the way things have been going, I'm not even sure about like how well Beesmas is gonna do in future years. Hmm. Actually, at the very least, I should do a bit of Boolean conversion. Yeah, if I'm gonna be purchasing the Festive Fun Pack one, will like give me like 5 loaded dice among other things, I feel like I might as well use at least some of my loaded dice in this situation. So all that progress in only 19 in-game days is pretty quick. I'm glad things went well there. I will attempt to get a little bit from Strawberry Field for the Brown Bear quest, but I only really need since I only really need about 800 billion, and then I get the rest from Planter of Plenty. I won't hyper optimize, so I'm not really too concerned about that. I feel like my main goals for like after Beesmas, like if BBM's quest gets released, I might do that, but if not, then I do plan to probably move away from honey making and then going to like quest leaderboards or something like that. And even that like sort of got ruined by the Riley and Buckabee Bloom's quests, so because I do all of those manually every time, so it probably takes like 1 to 1.5 hours every single quest, which is time that I'm not really too interested in putting in. So although I'm not as interested in going for those leaderboards anymore, it's more that I don't want to go for the top of them anymore. I think I'm still going to try and get at least on to both of them, because I'm like 50 something quests away from both of them. But I think I'm still gonna go for the Brown Bear and Nectar leaderboards and see how that goes. And like not really focus too much on honey making or whatever. I guess maybe if there's another honey day or something in a future Beesmas, then I might try to do a little bit or make a little bit of honey from that. But for now, there isn't really too much that I have planned, really. But yeah, so far for Riley B, I might end up getting a few more blooms throughout later on in the stream. And then for Bucko B, I've replaced a couple of my beats to get more of the blue ability tokens. yeah, now... Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to get this up to like 1.8 trillion total. After I started from like about 1 trillion. And for most of that, I'm gonna end up waiting until this gets a bit lower, then use the loaded dice. Or maybe in a moment I could also convert the balloon again. Need 100 more glues for... Oh, but I mean, you've probably already done both of these things, but like if you haven't, if you don't regularly get the glue dispenser up there, and if you want to, if you think using the gumdrops to craft things a little bit, then you could try that if you haven't. I do have a guess that you have tried both of those things. At least the daily is, at least the glue dispenser cooldown is only like 22 hours, so you could get at you could still get like around the same time for each day. If you plan to do that. Yeah, there's probably a few extra that I don't even really think about as much, because glue is also like, I think, one of the things that I have fewer of compared to when I feel like I should, because I don't because I didn't really do too much yeah, mob RNG could be useful, so you could boost the loot luck for things if you need to, and then the planters will help a lot. The planter stuff is like things I basically don't really look into, despite the fact that I almost always use planters. My main focus with them is towards the nectar leaderboard rather than any things related to getting items. But if you combine all that stuff, like there's a good chance that you could get a bit from things. And even the gumdrops being able to help out a bit. Yeah, lately the planter of plenty is how I've gotten almost all of my nectar recently, and all the brown bear quests done. Yeah, 84th right now, but I do have plans to climb up a bit more in the future. 10th place right now is only about 5,000 days away, so there's potential to get a lot, like especially if I were to start fully prioritizing nectar post Beesmas, which I might consider. Gonna do this for a bit of extra conversion at Hive. Actually, yeah, I think, yeah, Democog Gaming, that's one of the things I'm probably gonna also, like, end up changing up a bit, because I might go for the 5% nectar from that. For the nectar grind. So yeah. My pedal player look cheap. I don't remember the exact price of it was, but I feel like it was a bit easier to get, because like, I ended up going for the planters and stuff like before the end game tools, because I wasn't really focused on honey that much at the time. I'm not gonna convert that balloon fast enough. I'll have intentionally missed that, because I'm not really too concerned about going for the coconut combo as much as I should be. Especially because mainly because I haven't used the letter dice yet either. Okay, now I will see how this goes. I don't want to be attacking an aphid immediately. Okay, I thought I got that, but I didn't. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the Star Treat. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Star Treat and the Festive Fun Pack. I already have more than enough gingerbread bears for the for that, but I spent most of my snowflakes recently on other stuff in here. So now hopefully I can get enough from other things. I might still be able to defeat my snow bear. I've been kind of saving it at level 22 for a while. Hopefully I can get... Okay, so you want to be White Hive, but you got everything there. I don't really have experience being a White Hive. Like personally, I ended up leaning into being a little bit red. Yeah, personally, the only experience I had was like a little bit of being Red Hive, but even then, it's not even really too much. Like, I think it took me personally, like a really long time to start actually leaning towards Red Hive for once, but even then I already had like gotten a lot from planters before that, mostly. But I'm not really... So basically I haven't looked into different hives that much at all, so... I'm not really too sure. I don't really have too many opinions on, like, which one you should or should not do in that type of situation. Okay. 1.4 trillion now. Well, really 400 billion from this session in particular. Okay, now that's up to 1.5. Only need about 300 billion more. So I think this will go well, but I don't know yet. For the time being. You're back? Alright. Okay, next bad scorch for me. Let's take a quest. What are that? I'm probably, but personally, I haven't even done any at all, so. I haven't really checked the rewards on them. Already got the planner plenty up to 86.2. So now pretty close to. Not really pretty close to 100%, but like. Even if I were to stay in this field the entire time, it would still take like maybe a bit more than half an hour. Okay, just need 100 billion more. But I will get some extra just in case. Okay, 4 minutes left. I have gotten the Buckup ability tokens to about for Buckup base quest. I've gotten that to about 5.9k now. That's getting closer, but even then it'd still take a bit of grinding. Alright. Hello, Beanbot 6. You got 3 legendary spots in your server somehow. That's good RNG. Okay, well, about 1.855 billion or trillion now. And okay, 6,000 blue ability tokens as well. Okay, yeah. Okay, there we go. We got to 1.9 trillion for that. Alright. Not too sure if I'll worry about converting that. I might just move on to other things. Like I want more blue lady tokens, for example, and I also want to get those blooms over with. Because I'm still not even halfway in Cloverfield blooms, for instance. Still looking in the other fields, because I do need to get some things in Spider and Clover. Okay. I didn't even notice the blooms over here somehow until now. Even though one's already at level 12. Okay, I got most of those. Okay, did that. No more coming from that one. Never mind, there's already another. A bit of lag. Okay. Still not even at 1,600 there. Okay. Once the snow bear spawns again, I'm probably going to hopefully try and actually defeat it. Because at first I thought I didn't need to prepare too much for it, because there were some cases where even if I didn't do that much preparation, I'd still get close to defeating it by accident. But now somehow, even with the full preparation of things for the last like 3 or 4 times in a row, I failed all of them accidentally this time. Yeah, I'm still mainly looking for those blooms in Clover and Spider for now. So close to 90. Hello, Viola. Or Viola W, or whatever it is. Probably, like... Does sort of seem familiar, though, so... Okay, yeah, it definitely does seem kind of familiar in a way, so yeah. Let me see. I know I think my countdown's at like, maybe like 36 minutes or something like that. Yeah, 35 and a half. That's something I'll have to do later. One other thing I also haven't thought about much is the inbox stickers, not including these that I'm just gonna discard immediately, and trying to fit them into the inventory somewhere. I think I'll to get rid of a few more stamps. Maybe I'll put all of these in, and this. Then I'll do that. Had to put this science star in there. And maybe even one of these. Yeah, at some point I'm definitely gonna end up running out of ideas for like what to do with that. And I feel like in the situation of trying to get the red petals from Spiderfield, I think I'm going to just wait for a full one. So maybe I'm still looking for the full ones in Clover as well, because I still need I need 230 of them. Yep, still a green one all the way in Clover right now. And I'm looking for those. I feel like I did get a bit lucky seeing a couple of reds over there before. But now chances are that'll be a bit different going forward. I don't think I remember getting one from a festive gift, but I guess it makes sense. The chance must be like very, very rare, unsurprisingly. still feel like it'll take me a while before I see anything in Clover, but hopefully I don't miss anything in Spider, although that'll take even longer most likely. My red bloom petal progress bar has nearly caught up to the Cloverfield progress bar. Just a little bit more is needed, but there's nothing even here anyways, so. And I always feel like I get tired as soon as I start the bloom grind. Like, consistently. Of course, the red bloom here has been just completely hiding from me most of that initial timer, so I'm not gonna get too much from that. Took that long to spawn again. Yeah, not entirely sure what the plan's gonna be yet. I don't know why I thought I saw something there. Of course, there's a green one and a white one there now. Okay. Yeah, there were 3 blooms there now, but once again, none of them were red, so I'm not really too interested in those. Okay, there's a sprout now. And yep, there's a person just flying directly towards Vicious Bee. And then immediately back. Is there anything? I mean, I can keep going with this red bloom over here. Alright. Just gotta keep looking for those, I guess. I'm still not even at 2000. Okay, we're kind of closing in on the 2000 mark for that, which is good progress. I keep kind of thinking there's something, but then never isn't. Well, it never is anything. So, yeah. Trying to get them. How close have you gotten so far? Okay, so you've got the most important part of the grind done already. That's good. Okay, so you may have the glitter and the oil, but the blue extracts are the problem. Okay, so I guess like, yeah, mainly just saving up for like all the things that you actually need to do in order to get them. It's probably going to be mostly important. Okay, another blue blooming clover, which is not what I want. I'm looking for the red blooms there. Also, it looks like this Planter Plenty is not going to be, or not going to give me any puff shrooms, so. I keep hopping into more unrelated conversations, but like, when will the next series of admin abuse things be? It's probably too early for me to ask that question. Well, I guess like, I mean like too early compared to when the last one happened. Like it hasn't been too long since the previous one. So, chances are the next one won't happen for like another, maybe hour and a half to 2 hours. Just a seemingly random guess. Not really based on anything. $52 glitter, 47 noise, and 66 blue extract. Okay, so not too much of a difference between how much of each you need. I feel like given my experience with how many blue extracts and other stuff I have, I feel like I end up getting those a bit quicker. Although chances are that could be because of the planters, so maybe it's not going to be the same for everyone in those cases. Level 14 bloom, almost popped. Got it. It's a lot of petals there. Still nothing in clover or spider. Okay, yeah, I just ended up misinterpreting the the other message a little bit, and for some reason assumed that's how much you needed. But yeah, I would assume that mean you need like 184 blue extracts, and then like around 50 of the other stuff is my guess for this situation. I don't know the exact price of the diamond mask though, so just kind of guessing based on the amount. Another aphid for some reason. Okay, so 1 blue extract from the stockings. Yeah, every little thing adds up. So you just have to get lucky a few more times. Or like getting a lot of blueberries can also help if you plan to craft more of them. Or more of the blue extracts, I meant. A lot of red bloom petals here all of a sudden. I feel like I should stop turning the camera so much. Wow. And there's another one already as well. Okay, yeah, 5,627 blueberries. So that would be enough. Hypothetically, that would be enough to craft 112 blue extracts, assuming you have the jellies. So that would leave you with 71 more to go, I think. I feel like personally, if you were to go with the crafting route for some of them, I would wait until the crafting ones are the last ones that you need. If you're not comfortable with crafting or using all those things to craft blue extracts right away. You save your start your pedal for pedal belt. Personally, I usually save those up, and like same with other stuff. Mainly if you think you'd be able to use them for an item later on, then yeah. Still haven't seen any red blooms in clover or spider. Yeah, I might have to start looking in those fields more. Yeah, 230 more from Cloverfield, and then 8 more from Spider, which I usually don't even I don't even really think about how many more specifically that I need in most cases, because I usually try to wait for a full red bloom in Spiderfield before I actually before I actually get those. Yeah, I haven't really been really too interested in the puffs at the moment. I mean, they're everywhere right now. Yeah, 9 minutes until that. So yeah, I will be able to hopefully get a couple hundred snowflakes from defeating that. I'm also going to use the snow machine to get a few extra. Up, we're going to different field to get those. Let's see what how many will I get from this? Nothing too crazy in any of the fields that I'm really looking in once again. Yeah, once again I would probably recommend saving the star jellies. There's an epic over there that I might be a little too late for. Yeah, I'm not even able to do that much to just got into that field. And there he is flying away through everything. I'll miss too. We both missed together. Another snowstorm. I can get a few more snowflakes out of that. My goal is to reach a total of 11k to get two specific things that I'm looking for, because one costs 1,000 and another costs 10,000. I got most other things in the Be Rare catalog yesterday. So this is when I'm kind of going for the grind to get a few more things, get a few more snowflakes and whatever. I'll test my luck with the partials over here. I don't think I will get anything too meaningful. I already got a red one, apparently. That's 4. And I will turn in the pull request as well. I got one red petal, and then doesn't seem like the partial luck will extend past that anymore though. Yeah, a lot of greens though that I don't really. I'm definitely not looking for any greens. I still need 6 more red petals from Spiderfield. And I'm back on one of the really hard quests again. I'll defeat the scorpions here as well. And I do see the Planet Planet being at 100 right now, which is nice. Due to my more recent Nectar Leaderboard grinds, I do kind of try to hyper optimize the nectar I gain. That's like the second time I nearly said hopper optimize. But for the most part, I keep going for like enough nectar to just make more vials until I reach like around having about like no nectar really there. And then I get the Plants of Plenty usually. Like right now I'm 8 minutes away from what I'm going for on the wait. Okay, there we go. Well, there's the full red bloom that I was talking about earlier. The main reason that I don't really focus on partial spider field blooms at all. It's only the full ones that ever really do anything meaningful. Hold on. Okay, yeah. About 9 minutes of nectar until I get what I'm going for there. I'm not too far away from that, which is nice. I am still looking in Cloverfield. Yeah, I have a lot of the blooms I need. I'm still missing 230 from Clover, and I have been missing that amount for a while. And even if I do see it, there's a chance it's gonna despawn before I get there, because it probably takes me maybe like 10 seconds to get there at this speed. Okay. There we go. So I've got that, and then I can do that for even more nectar. Hyper optimizing again. And then I can do... I guess I'll just do this. Yeah. Oh, there's even more things now. Yeah, I like getting all those rewards at the exact same time through Token Link or something. I even got a whistle bee equipped. I'm not sure how useful it's gonna end up being. But maybe I'll end up checking it out later or something. So... yeah, definitely a lot more progress being made. We're about 1,000 red bloom petals away. Although, once again, as I've said before, I still need the 230 from Clover. Which will be hard to do if I don't keep looking there for some. Okay, suddenly I only need less than 1,000 for that quest. And also, for blue ability tokens, I only need like 600. So now... of course, there's green and a blue bloom there. They both despawn, but yeah, whatever. I'm still, for the most part, keeping the cool bees here, but I will replace one of them temporarily to see if I can, at the very least, defeat the, no bear. Actually, I'll replace two of them temporarily. Maybe. Yeah. This one can also be replaced. Now that I think about it. I'm replacing both of them with cool bees again, once I finish with this. I'm gonna have to really go for it here, I think. Because I probably won't really have many chances after this. So I'm gonna try and get the precision up first. Alright, 8x. Plus the full focus. Alright. Now let's see how it goes. Okay, this has to be enough. Yeah, it is. There we go. More snowflakes than I thought I'd get. But that is still very nice to see. Now I have enough for the start treat, and I have enough for the festive fun pack. I don't care that I'm still at 29 out of 25 loaded this right now. Whatever. Okay. I've done that. Now let me go ahead and turn that off, and then go back to replacing these once again. First try, and then this one is gonna take a few more tries, I imagine. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Come on, join the rest of the cool bees. Any moment now. There we go. Okay. I'm not really that interested in Mondo Blessing usually. Especially, like, only if I'm, like, doing some really serious boosting and stuff. But in, like, casual situations, I don't even go for it. Also, I'm not that good at knowing, like, how much, is a good amount to get in, like, different levels. Of course, there's another blue bloom here. I keep seeing the blue ones now. I haven't seen any red here, and not even since the stream started at all. Haven't seen anything too interesting in that situation. I do feel like there were a couple that spawned at some point, but I don't even look here often enough to know for sure if there was even anything here to begin with. So I'm just waiting to get lucky with it for the most part. And I think while I'm doing that, still might be more things that I do. I will get a few more red blooms. Hopefully. Okay, that one had like 1 second left. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to. I'm still gonna be looking there a lot more. Just hoping for something. Even though I don't think there will be anything too interesting over there. Another snowstorm has begun. Maybe this stream will go on a bit longer than usual. I do stickbug. Yeah, stickbug was one of the things that I was planning to do. I did want to think with the way I plan things, I might get a bit more progress towards Buckabee's quest. Then after that, I might then I'll put my hive like mess with my hive a little bit, or the Colbies in particular. And yeah, the 5 Colbies are for the Buckabee quest. That's why I'm keeping them in there for a while. I need Buckabee in my red hive. I don't. Like, after Beesmas, I'm not even gonna be going for any sort of honey making. I'm just planning on doing other things instead. So I'm just basically just doing quests for like for the most part, and not even really planning too much. I've already messed up in too many ways regarding honey making, to the point where I just don't think I have any chance of going for the honey leaderboard. So it just doesn't work for me. So that's why I'm doing something different later. BBM's quest hopefully is going to release after Beesmas. Like, that is what everyone is hoping for. Like, hopefully there is at least something. We don't have to wait even longer for that. I mean, just the fact that we are getting that quest outside of Beesmas is ridiculous. It's even more ridiculous because this is by far the longest Beesmas we've even seen, and it's been 5.5 months now. So that's crazy. Yet another blue bloom in clover. Not sure why I'm getting so many of those, or not sure why I'm seeing so many of those. I really don't need them at all. So yeah. I'm not even getting the red blooms that quickly either. I keep seeing them with like 3 seconds or fewer left. Oh, well, I'm still looking over there because I need like 1/4 of my petals to get to be in clover. I'm pretty much just hoping for any red petals are there at that point, at this point. Probably nothing too noteworthy there. I think what I'm gonna go for is maybe 7,000, or maybe even closer to that, or something. I'll probably just end up doing a bit of generic grinding of sorts. Made with like no real goal in mind other than just getting some decent things, or like getting the ability tokens I need there. But yeah, once I get close, I think then I will reorganize things. Or maybe just once I complete the entire quest. Because I've had multiple in a row where I've needed like ability tokens or something similar. So I've kind of kept them at being like either cool bees or bumblebees for a bit. I changed them to rage bees for the other Riley Bee quest that I had before this one. And an update on that right now. 50 Riley Bee quests away and 54 Bucko Bee. Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot more progress being made in Riley Bee lately compared to Bucko Bee, I think. Still haven't found any red petals. Okay, 347 more blue ability tokens, and I'm just gonna, I guess, go for more petals while I'm over here. Yeah, if you want to get the windy wheel, you're gonna have to go pretty quickly right now, because the exploiter is gonna get to all of them, I think. I'll be watching. And there he goes. Like, at least you always have some time to, like, you always have a bit of a head start. Because for whatever reason, that person's exploits always take a while to get to the Windy Bee. So, yeah, I think I've only ended up seeing green and blue blooms here. And nothing else. I'm getting... Now I only need like about 800 red bloom petals. Gotta be something in there at some point. Okay, 750 more to go. And it's really closer to like 500 if you don't include these. But I guess, like, for now I could split them into, the 230 that I need from Clover and then the 500-ish, slightly less now that I need from, that I can get from anywhere else. Okay, now 653. So yeah, I mean, no, I really only need 423 now. Hmm. Yep, another green one. Yeah, so far the luck is not great. I'm continuing to look over there and find absolutely nothing. There has to be something. I keep getting tricked by the frogs and then the glow of the king beetle area in the, like, right below it. Because they keep appearing. Oh, finally. That's the first one I've seen all stream. Okay, getting quite a bit done. That was pretty good. I got 52. That still means I need 178. And now there's 2 white blooms. So yeah. Okay. So, and there's another blue one over there. Okay, we've made it to around 500 overall red bloom petals left to get. Yeah, I'd still need like 4 red blooms. Just in Cloverfield in order to get the last ones from there. Like I need about 290 of these from... Oh, there we go. There's another one. Quickly as possible. Not as fast as I got to the last one, but that's still pretty good. Hopefully I can get at least... I'm just gonna aim for 40, I think. Or maybe 45. That could be my target. Yeah, I'll make 45 my target amount for this situation. So I need to get all of them quickly, if I can. Okay, I got that one. Okay, there's this, level 10, 36. Okay, that's it apparently. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's not, I think it's still probably gonna take me like 4 blooms to get the amount that I need. Because that one I didn't even really get that much from, compared to the other one. Even though there's a difference of like a few seconds. I don't need that taking up so much of the screen anymore. So yeah. I am gonna have to probably keep a bit of an eye out for those red blooms. I don't need the ones in Spider Field. It might take a little bit to get something. Also, surprisingly slow for level 10 in Strawberry. Well, the other ones all have been slower than usual. Oh, there's another one. I don't think I'm gonna get to this one in time. I did with 1 second left. I'm not gonna get too much from this, but every bloom matters, so, how'd I get more from that one than I did from the last one? So, yeah. Like, if I got 3 more 36s, then that'd be enough. Which I think I'll be able to get. Possibly. But, yeah, I don't know. I still need a good amount of luck, though. So, yeah. So now, 315 remaining red petals, and 105 of them have to be in clover. Yeah, I'm just glad to have gotten 3 of the red blooms in clover that I need. But I am looking there so much more now. Getting so much closer. I failed to get that bloom, I can get this one. Okay. This one's still here, level 12 now, again. Alright, less than 200 now. So I'm still waiting for that. Now I kind of want to defeat that spider. And whatever. I'm still waiting for the things in... Still waiting for the, blooms in clover, and... Welcome back. Barely enough time. I did damage like right at the end. More green blooms over there. Okay. Now for the most part, I will have to, keep going in clover now. So... yeah, this is going to be a very difficult next phase of this plan here. I mean, if I stay in the clover field the entire time and red ones show up, I could get like 50-ish from each. Maybe. Outside of that, I really only need 43 from other fields. But for now, I'm just gonna focus on hopefully getting the red ones in Cloverfield right now. Also, only 33, 32 blue ability tokens away. Now less than 30. I just want to get something here. But I'm not. Yeah, there really isn't much spawning there at the moment. But I can get the rest of these from Strawberry Field. Okay. So now all I really need is... Now all I really need are the 105 Red Bloom Petals in Cloverfield. And then that'll be done. I'd be more likely to use Bloom Shakers compared to other items, since there's actually a limit as to how many of them you can have. So, actually, hold on. First, I might just get the last 10, last 8 blue ability tokens. Another green. Too many that are just green right now. Okay. And this one is 7,000 bomb tokens. And okay, there's another green. So I will change my height back to how it was mostly. Slight differences, but maybe I'll add some more like attack bees. Or bees that help with that sort of thing. So yeah. I will temporarily add them. I already have a gifted rage. I already have a gifted rage. I don't need another one. I already have a gifted brave. I don't need that. Bad RNG so far. I've already gotten gifted rage like 4 times. That's surprising. I'll take the gifted hasty, sure. All those I'm gonna end up replacing with bumblebees later on. That's why I'm not even concerned really about what bees I get. Actually, wait. Yeah, that one's not as interesting. Nope, we already got one of those. I'll just have that there. And then I'll try to do a gifted commander for the last one. Okay. So yeah. Now I might do stick bug. Gonna charge the device that I normally use to read the chat, so it might be a bit more difficult for me to see what's going on there. I can still look, kind of, but it's a little more impractical, that's all. So, yeah. I think even during stick bug, I might have to ignore the, any red blooms that are in clover. So, yeah. I'll see how it goes. Of course, there's another green one there. So, yeah. Here we go. Now's a better time than any because of the festive notes as well. So that's main reason I might go for that. I do want the extra bonuses from the festive notes, so. Plus there's typical exploiter activities going on as well. I should have waited for a better time, honestly. Mondo's gonna be here in like 3 minutes. We're just gonna have to hope for good RNG. Wow, okay. And also, the admin abuse starts at this exact moment, too. You cannot possibly I cannot possibly have timed this worse, I don't think. Like, unbelievable. Yep. The admin abuse has started. Why? I've already gotten all the snowflakes I need, so I'm not looking I'm not looking really for the snowstorm anymore, but I wonder if there's gonna be any more. Okay, yeah, there is. Just as I say something. Surely the stick bug doesn't end up at mountaintop when it's level 12, right? Yeah, no one was really even going for the Robo Party there. Is there gonna... I don't know if there's gonna be any more on top of that. How many moves? That might have been it this time. Not as crazy as the other ones that have happened so far, I don't think. Okay. I might have jinxed it a little bit. Because of course now, the one moment I say something about it going to Mountaintop Field, it's going to go right to Mountaintop Field as soon as it possibly can. Okay, managed to get out of that. Come on. Wow. That's like that's the second time that I've said something about it going to Mountaintop before it just goes in there instantly. You probably would have been fine even if it went there level 13. But no. Like, okay, why'd I just run into that? Best I can really do is gather up all the stick nymphs until my bees come back. Where are they? We're taking so long that they're already despawning naturally. And like almost all of them did. Yeah, there's not gonna be enough time. And I'm dead again, somehow. Yeah, Mondo Trick just basically ruined everything there. Still nothing I'm looking for in Clover. Might actually just replace the rest of the bees now, though. That's not what I meant to do. This time they're all gonna become bumblebees. I don't want the shinies yet. I'll save them for after Beesmas and after BBM's quest. Okay, keep going. We don't want a bumblebee. There we go. One more. First try, okay. Yeah, still absolutely nothing. I think I'll use one bloom shaker and see, like, if I can get anything. They're all green, of course. That is not useful in any way. keep doing that. Because I think right now I should actually plant the plants of plenty. Haven't done that. So I've done that, and then pretty soon the hydroponic planter will be harvested as well. Yep, another green. So yeah, I'm stuck with still stuck with about like 105 left to go in clover, which is going to take a while, I think. So really, you're just gonna have to get good RNG, I think. And that's all it really is to worry about there. Level 7 Windy Bee is dead now. Nope, that one's green. Well, there's finally something other than green, but it's still not what I'm looking for. Okay, apparently I already have Tenorian passes. Maybe I just, maybe one of the... Okay, no, I just have 10, okay. Not exactly sure how I got those, but yeah. Now there's a second blue one. But still, it still isn't red at all. And there's a white one, of course. But still no red. Wow, okay. I thought there'd actually be, a decent chance that I actually get the, red petals before, no. I thought there was a good chance I'd get the, red petals and clover before the overall reds. But yeah, that was, my guess was terribly wrong this time. There we go. There's finally, something. Okay, level 5. Level 6 took about a second. Same thing for level 7. And Level 8. We are making good progress, I think. We're at 30. 34. 39. Okay. Still going. Okay, that was pretty good. That was 53 from that. That was pretty good. But even then, that was from me staying in the field the entire time. And last time I thought I had decent RNG, yeah, last time I thought I had decent RNG with it. In one of these quests, I was one red bloom petal short of what I needed. So, yeah, a couple more greens here. Yeah, hidden bloom there, but it's only white petals. So, but yeah, I'm gonna keep grinding in clover for a bit until I end up getting the red bloom that I need here. Accidentally got a shiitake mushroom sticker. I think maybe I'll do some ant challenges after that or something. Okay, a full 5 purples in one bloom. Okay, they're both of those are blue. Okay. Yeah, once again, getting almost everything. Yeah, I am. I was about to say I was getting everything except for the reds. But then I nearly said, well, I haven't gotten the white bloom haven't shown up yet. But once again, my timing is so bad to the point where I can apparently summon everything except for red blooms into existence now. Once again, all purples, but yeah, it ends up turning out green. Yep, multiple greens again. And I'm stuck waiting for, the next red one. Yep, another green one. Why does it almost feel surprising that we haven't seen the blue or white blooms in the last couple of minutes? But yeah, I'm still... Hopefully at some point I end up getting it. More green. I'm definitely not really getting the luck I'm looking for here. And there's another green one, of course. I haven't looked up the exact odds of the green ones showing up. But I think it's like 50% or higher, maybe even. And I think the rest of the odds are evenly distributed across like the rest of them. So but yeah, I think hopefully that's red. No, that is green again. That's like the 5th green in a row. But yeah, I still need to get a little bit luckier with this. And even then, I feel like with how bad my RNG typically is in a lot of situations, I'm going to end up getting exactly 51 red bloom petals from here, and the next set of them shows up. And I won't even be surprised if that happens. I also plan to do the ant challenges maybe afterwards, but I'll see what happens. I might, if I get another easy Riley Bee quest, I might do that first. Hello, literally sardine. Mainly because I might focus on quest grinding after Beesmas and or Nectar. Well, probably both of those and like maybe nothing else really afterwards, unless BPM quest shows up. Okay, gifted vicious bee. I didn't even have time to. Well, the explorer didn't even have time to do anything with it, so. Continuing to try and rely on good RNG to get the last 52 red bloom petals I need, but it's so far. Oh. My timing again. I was about to say it's not going according to plan, and then, of course, like, before I even finish my sentence, I immediately get a red bloom showing up. But now I need to actually get enough, petals from this. Haven't been many purples, though, which is good to see. This might be good. Maybe. I got it, okay. Okay, I'll do that. Okay. So yeah, time to get those quests done. Okay, I think I'll just go over here. Oh man, I timed that badly. Just a little bit more. Okay. Not too much so far, actually. Alright. And get the last goo there. You have time to finish your ears. Downtime's Shrine Quest. How much more do you have to do in that? You have 4.5 hours left. You need like a few pink bloom petals. So yeah, ideally, strawberry for that. Or if you don't want to deal with the RNG aspect of it, then I guess hub field is better in that situation. Just a few more goo tokens. There we go. Okay, here we go. Hopefully this gets me enough. There we go. And then 10 ladybugs, which is straightforward. Okay. Unfortunately, I do have some waiting to do. Because I did just defeat the ladybugs in strawberry, so, yeah. I might switch back into Dark Side and Demon Mask. Alright, I'll do that. Turn this in, and then I will go back to strawberry. And wait for these ladybugs. Actually, wait, the one in mushroom spawns faster than clover, so I might, well, because only because I defeated that one faster. So I might go for those, actually. Yeah, I'm switching the plans up. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that, get the 2 billion from mushroom while I'm here as well. Okay, so that's 2 ladybugs defeated. Beer Bear summoned a snowstorm. Don't even know if that was because you just completed the quest. I can assume it probably was. Okay. Ladybugs 3 and 4. I'm not really an expert on where to spend like 15 billion honey on different things. So, like, there's a few different ways to spend it. I'm not even sure like where the best place would be though. That's the thing. Okay. So updates on things. I think I will keep going for another like maybe like 20 minutes or so, or like a little bit more than that. I might have to go after that. So. So yeah, up until the Beesmas timer reaches like the 4-hour mark. I'm still not really good with advice on honey spending, so I really don't have any ideas. Or what would be recommended there. Okay, new hive slot, alright. Actually, basically, you got gifted basically. You know, usually it's pretty good to have gifted basically be in the hive for the 1.2x pollen boost, so. Yeah, I say I probably keep it for now. It's might be useful. Wait, you have 2 gifted basic bees? I didn't even see the first one. Yeah, since the gifted abilities don't stack, you'd probably have to replace that one with something different. And see if you get something good, maybe. Yeah, if you have 2 gifted basic bees, the second one just doesn't even do anything useful. So, I would recommend removing that basic bee in that scenario. Okay, I'm now up to 8 ladybugs. 2 more. Still gonna be 1 from clover and 1 from mushroom. I think I'm gonna do my first of hopefully 4 ant challenges now. So yeah. So yeah. Hopefully goes well. I still aim for like about 70 army ants for each ant challenge. Decent start so far. Okay, I shouldn't have said anything because that's when I started slowing down. Again. Probably, I don't even know exactly how badly it was timed, but like... You might be able to get some things with the royal jelly that could be bought from the royal jelly dispenser. I don't know the exact odds on like getting mythic bees and stuff. So like maybe you're looking for more gifted bees or something, or like different gifted bees they might be able to use to improve some things. I'm not exactly sure. But it is still a risk, so... slowing down again, I think. Okay, now I'm starting to go faster again. That's good. Now I'm slowing down again. Oh. That was very close. Wow. That was just lucky. I think he's 125,000. I think you can only get 10,000 royal jelly with the 10 billion that you have, so... If that doesn't work, you could also end up going for more gifted bees. I guess it depends on, like, if you're looking for... I'm not sure how many, or, like, how close you are to, like, some of the star amulets. Okay, now it's a much harder quest to complete. Can't do the field booster yet. Wait, maybe I can... Yeah, I'll complete the polar bear quest now. If I can. Nope, I can't. I'll try to hurry up with some things now, because, I don't think there's too much time before I have to go. You could even do a mix of both. You don't have to put all into, one. You could spend a little bit on, you could spend some of it on gambling, some of it on treats if you want to. And you don't even have to spend it all at once. You could spend a little bit, see if it works out in your favor, and continue if you, like you'll get lucky, or switch to the other option maybe. If you're not a fan of how much you're getting. I don't even know. Yeah, it can be 5B on each. It depends on, like, what you're feeling after a bit. Maybe. If you like spending it all on treats. Well, I feel like you can look at how many how many level ups you'll be able to get with that many treats. I'm not exactly sure how many you'd end up with. Yeah, there's a lot of different factors that could go into the decision, so personally, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, a lot of army ants there. I think this is going well. I'm running out of HP too fast, actually. Uh-oh. Still able to survive. More army ants, that's good. Ooh, a bit, like, not the best timing for Baromorph. I think I'm gonna end up slowing down in the last couple of seconds. Hopefully I don't, but I don't like my odds too much. I do get all these army ants, which is nice. And then die immediately after. I think I got 89 army ants that time, which is pretty good. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is more nectar hyper-optimization, I think. I'm gonna get this to 19 hours and 12 minutes. Okay. That's gonna work favorably this time. Alright. 2 scorpions here for me to defeat. They both die quickly. Two werewolves. First one can't be defeated for another 7 minutes. I can also experiment with the little 23. I'm not gonna... I don't think I'm gonna get much. I don't really plan on getting that much. I already reached my goal for the snowflakes that I need. But yeah, after this, I will have to end the stream for now. I'm just gonna attempt to go for the 10x precision first. So yeah. One more. Since I only defeated the level 22 just now, I do not expect to get anything useful out of this. In fact, I'm already kind of low on HP, which didn't even take that long. I did get the first batch of snowflakes from that. Might even get batch number 2. Yep, I did. Will I get batch number 3? It's gonna be close. Okay, I got it. Alright. I'll just finish with a snowstorm. That's probably gonna be it. Maybe I'll stick around for the end of Beesmas. I will consider it. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully things go well. I don't know. Next stream should be Friday, just like the usual. Battle Planner's at 93.1. I'll have to get that after. I'll have to get that off stream because I usually get them at 100. And yeah, almost done a lot of these quests too. Things are probably gonna go well, I think. I don't know. See you next time. I'm trying to remember if I forgot anything. I don't think so. I'm not gonna worry about too much. See ya.